Hello. Okay, it's 1 o'clock on Saturday the 4th. I'm here. I'm so excited. Uh, doing my first, oh, I can't say my first anymore since I did a test run yesterday with my husband. So, but it's my first by myself. How about that? Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. I can't see who's joining. I guess I don't. I tried to do this test run yesterday so I could know this, who's showing up. And yesterday it went perfect, of course. And today, um, I can't see. That's okay. I'm just gonna wait a few minutes to let some more people come in. And oh, hey, Shanique. Hi, Shanique. So I guess that's how I see you, is if you say something to me. Oh, wait, I see my sidekick, Antonio Harry, my husband. Hey, I love you. Thank you for joining. So this is exciting. I'm going to wait a few minutes. As you guys already know, I had an experience last year that was pretty transformational in life for me. So I wanted to share what happened to me in August of 2019 that some of you don't know the details, but I gotta tell you, it was very transformational. Hey, hello everyone. Thanks for joining me. I think that's Carolyn I see. Hey, Carolyn. So I really wanted to, after the event took place, I was really compelled and inspired and just super excited about sharing what I had went through. And I had said, oh, I'm going to share and tell everyone what took place. And then I kind of got back to working and eating and stuff like that. So anyway, as the year was ending and we were coming into 2020, I felt in my bones that I needed to share what had took place. And I think that the transformation for me was not just for me, but for others. And I'm really excited. I'm just gonna give it another minute or so people can join in to hear what took place, because I tell you, it's what happened to me is I can't even I can't explain it. I would never ask for it on purpose, but I will share this with you. In the latter part of 2018, coming into 2019, I really felt like I was playing small in my life. I really didn't feel like I was showing up in this world and being who I needed to be, and what God had brought me to this planet to do and be. And so I'd asked God, and I hang on one second. I want to say hey to some more people. Hey, Diane. Hi, Greg. Hi, Orson. Hey, Naila. Thanks for joining me. So as I was saying, I really felt like I was playing small in being vice president of operations of construction. You think oh wow, you're doing something. You strive to reach these career plateaus, or I don't know, just levels, if you will, in life, and you think that that's going to give you what you need, and that's what you aim for. And I just was feeling okay, I'm playing too small. So God, I really want you to evict me from my current life, is what I prayed for. I said, God, just bring positive, radical transformation into my life. Allow my life to be barely recognizable. That's what I prayed for. And I'm going to go into my story now. And and just kind of share with you. So at the beginning of the year, I quit my job and opened up a company in, hey Danielle, opened up a company in, my husband and I, we opened up Off the Grid in March of 2019. I thought, okay, cool, I'm transforming my life. You know, God's helping me and showing me how to do that. And then some other things took place, and I had been dealing with a health issue that the doctors had said it was quote unquote a uterine fibroid that was growing, and I wanted to deal with it in a sorry, I'm losing my train of thought, in a how do you I've lost my train of thought, but it's where you are you don't go through the doctors, you do it naturally. That's the word, naturally. Sorry about that. So I wanted to, I hope you guys can still hear me. Let me know, wave at me, let me know that you can hear me, because I'm about to get to the juicy part and I'd hate to not have, be connected. Let me know, wave at me, say hey. I'm getting some notifications, and I'm sorry about that, guys. Just want to make sure you can hear me. Okay. So I think I'm on. Okay, good. All right. Here we go. So I was not receiving that. It was something in my spirit, something in my gut that said, no, you don't have to have a hysterectomy like they're telling you, and they tell so many of us women that you need to have a hysterectomy, and I refuse to do that. So, okay, good. Thanks, Danielle. Okay, and so I had the first surgery in June, and it turned out it was not a fibroid tumor. It wasn't that at all. I mean, a fibroid, it wasn't a fibroid. It was a tumor is what it was, and it was massive. And because the OBGYN opened me up, he couldn't do anything about the tumor because it wasn't his, as he stated, it wasn't his organ. So I'm going to try to make this short and condensed, because I want you guys to connect with me more at a different time, because I can't go through all the details on this Facebook Live, but I do want to get the bulk of the story out to you guys. So anyway, I was scheduled to see another specialist, and so I was sent to an oncologist in August of 2019, or actually was scheduled to have the surgery by that oncologist of 2019. August 2nd was the date. We went to have this huge tumor removed. Turned out it was 10 pounds. You hear me, guys? It was a 10-pound tumor connected to my lower bowel, and they had to remove about 3 feet of my lower intestine along with the tumor. So the surgery went well. I was in recovery, talked to my children, told them everything went well. I was joking with my husband, and then all of a sudden it changed. The whole scenario went sideways. He went in the bathroom in the room, because I've been transferred to my regular room, and he went in there and came back, and I said, babe, I don't feel good. And he said, what's wrong? And I said, I don't know. And the next thing that he knew, I had passed out. Now this is the part that I really want you guys to pay attention to. The next thing I knew is I woke up to someone tapping on my chest. Not someone, a nurse tapping on my chest, telling me to wake up, wake up, wake up. You can't go to sleep. And I remember looking around the room, and I saw many nurses and doctors in the room, and I looked in the back of the room, and I saw people in plain clothes, and I remember thinking, like, wow, what's going on? And like, what are all these people in the room for? And then the lady, the nurse that was tapping on my chest, just kept tapping on my chest. I told her can you stop tapping on my chest? And I'm tired. And I remember looking in her face, and I could see her face, all the details, nose, eyes, everything. And all of a sudden, her face started to change. I could no longer see her facial features. All I could see was colors. I could just see energy. It was the form of her body, but it was just orange and blues and yellows and greens in the shape of a body. But I couldn't see her face anymore. And I looked, as I looked around the room, that's all I saw was pure energy. And I was like, oh, whoa, what's going on? And I remember looking and saying, oh my God, I'm dying. I'm dying. And I remember saying, God, I can't die. I can't die. I have too much that's going on right now. I have Antonio. I've got my mom, my kids, the business. I've got so much that I'm working on. I can't die. It's not time. And what came back to me in a flash, big as day, ask and you shall receive. And I remember getting super excited, like, that's right, you did tell me that. You told me, ask and you shall receive. You never told me, ask and I'll think about it, ask and I'll consider it. You said, ask and you shall receive. And that's exactly what I did. And I asked, I said, Lord, you have to let me live. And the other part was when I said that, I saw my spirit raising up and leaving my body. And I was like, oh no, I'm not dying today. You need to lay down. Lay down. I'm not dying today. And then I went through this part that was really heavy. I wasn't in any pain, but I was alone. It was dark, it was gray, and I just remember that it felt heavy. It was very hard, very intense. I was just trying to get through it. It's like, I need to just get through this. And God, help me get through. I don't know what this is. Can you help me get through this? And then the next thing I saw is my spirit again tried to get out of the body. And I said, no, what did I just tell you? You are not going anywhere. I'm not dying. You need to lay back down. And I have to tell you guys, I cleaned up the language a little because I was over the top, refusing to die. Like, no, I can't die. And the next thing I remember, I woke up and I was back on the time side of life. And I just remember the people telling me, like, they could not believe, the nurses, they could not believe that I made it through. And how I know that I did transition and I'm now here, but I did go on the spirit side, is because of what I saw. And then the other thing that topped it off was that I was telling my daughters, my family, everybody, my husband, just talking in general about what happened. And I was excited, though. I wasn't sad. I wasn't in any pain. I wasn't afraid. I was just super excited about what I saw. And I was telling them about things that had happened in the hospital. I said, oh yeah, I was asking my daughter, I was like, why were you so afraid when you walked in the room? And you know, you walked in and my mom walked in, and I was just telling them what had took place and what was going on. And they were, and my daughter said, you know, Mom, I hear you talking and you are saying what took place, but what's confusing to me is, what does it feel like to be there but you're not there? It's confusing because, Mom, you weren't there. You're telling me what took place, and I know it's what took place because I saw because I was telling her about what the doctor had said, what had happened, and I was just going through some different things, and she goes, you weren't there yet, Mom. You weren't there. So I don't understand how you're able to tell me. And I go, are you kidding? I was looking right at you. And then the nurse said to me, she said, when I saw her, she walked in and I said, oh, hey, I remember you. And she said, no, I don't think you remember me. And I go, no, I remember you. And she said, I don't see how you could. I said, yeah, you were the one tapping on my chest. And she said, really? You remember that? I said, yeah, but you had on black glasses that day, but I don't see your glasses today. And she goes, I'm wearing contacts, but I can't believe you remember that because you weren't there. And I said, no, I was there. I was looking right at you. And she said, and I told her, I said, they were about the nurses and doctors and about the people in the back room with the plain clothes and things like that. And she said, yeah, those were the interns. I know you saw and I know you were there, but I'm just blown away because you never responded. I said, yeah, remember I told you, stop tapping on my chest. I'm tired. She goes, you never responded. So in spirit, I was there. Although my body was out for the count, I was there. And so I really just felt compelled to share that story. And there's a lot more to the story, the journey of the fibroid, quote unquote fibroid, the 4 years that I went through that and the lessons learned and the lessons going through even the near-death experience, just the things that I think are, for me, are life-changing and have changed my life and will change my life for the rest of my life is all I can say. And there's a few things that I want to say on this Facebook Live, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Okay, you guys have been so gracious and kind to join me to hear my story. But one thing I know for sure, that you know how we say we know there's a God and we believe there's a God, I'm here to tell you that there is a God. There is a God, okay? I'm telling you. Let it be known. He does exist. He is alive. He does answer prayers. He is real, okay? The other thing I wanted to say, and I'm not being emotional, is that the one thing I know for sure now is that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. We are spiritual, because I can tell you right now, I was in that room, watching what was going on. And I think I was there because I had said, told the spirit, you can't go. You can't go. And so I was able to witness it. And I'm so grateful because God let me see it. Like, I saw the whole thing. No one had to tell me this happened and that happened. I saw it. Okay. And so in the room with people, and I think that's a blessing, because if I had, like, I've heard people say that they almost died and they were off going somewhere and they went to another part of the country, or they went through their life, or they met people that had been had transitioned. But because I saw what was happening in the room with others that were on the time side, they were amazed. And God let me see that. Like, I'm going to show you how real this is. And so I want to say that I faced death with pure belief and faith. And it's God-given. Pure belief and faith. And I say that because I was dying. He let me see that I was dying. That's not something you would know, because we're not like every day, oh yeah, I died yesterday or I died a month ago. And you can say, I remember when I was dying, this is what's happening. You wouldn't know. He showed me. I saw pure energy in the forms of bodies, but not I couldn't see them physically anymore. I saw that. And when I said, God, I don't want to die, I can't die, He told me what to do. He said, ask and you shall receive. Ask and you shall receive. And I got so excited because I'd read that scripture on many occasions, but it didn't mean what it means to me now. Because now, as I tease my daughter, you already ordered the pizza. Like, when you order a pizza, when you say your prayers, and I liken it to, like, you order a pizza, you don't be like, I wonder if that pizza's coming. You know the pizza's coming. I don't care if it's late, you know the pizza's coming, right? So anyway, you already ordered the pizza, and yeah, it may not come when you want it to come, but it will come when it's time for it to come, when it's time. That's it, in essence. And the only thing else I wanted to say is I really want you guys to connect with me on the lifebydesign.com so that I can share more lessons, because I really know and believe that this didn't happen for me, just for me, but this happened for my family, the community, for the world, okay? And I'm going to share the story just like I promised I would. I'm going to continue to share the story until I die because it's so inspiring. I tell you, I've been transformed, and I'm just so grateful. And I want you guys to connect up with me and hear how the two friends that you need going forward is belief and faith. You hear me? Those are your two best friends, I tell you right now. So connect with me on thelifebydesign.com, and hey, let's just journey through the lessons that I learned and that you could possibly take a part of your life and do what it is that you want to do in life. Because I was over here hiding, okay? Just not being who I came here to be, playing small. And guess who's not playing small anymore? So anyway, thanks you guys so much for joining me, taking time on this Saturday to check in and see V. Okay, guys, have a great day. I'm out.